Today's breaking news: a new COVID surge is sweeping across America this summer, and health experts say this wave could be unlike anything we've seen in years. Stay with us as we uncover what is driving the sudden spike and why the CDC is issuing urgent warnings. In just the past few weeks, COVID-19 cases have spiked across 45 states, with infection rates climbing sharply in both the South and the West. The CDC confirms that two newly emerging variants known as Nimbus and Stratus are now fueling this unexpected surge. It's a troubling trend that has experts sounding the alarm. Is this the start of a new wave? What do these variants signify? And how should you protect yourself? Let's delve deeper into the science behind this alarming development. First up, let's tackle the variants. What are they and why should you care? Health officials have identified the primary culprits behind this new surge: Nimbus and Stratus. Now, you might be thinking these names sound more like weather patterns than viruses. That's partly true. These variants got their names from the cloud types. And yes, they're quite concerning. Let's start with Nimbus, also called NB 1.8. It's now the dominant strain in many parts of the US, and it's been spreading faster than earlier versions of the virus. But here's the kicker: most infections from this variant are mild, making it tricky to spot. However, its ability to spread like wildfire means that it could infect millions in a short time, overwhelming our healthcare system if we let it. That's why experts are keeping a close eye on its trajectory. Next, let's talk about Stratus, or XFG. It's been jumping up the charts too, now in the top 3 variants in circulation. Like Nimbus, it's also showing a pattern of rapid spread. But the worrying with Stratus is that while it might cause milder illness in some, it could be more severe in others, particularly those who are vulnerable. Now you might be wondering, how do these variants compare to previous strains like Delta and Omicron? Well, that's a great question. Variants have been a part of the virus's evolution from the start. They occur when the virus mutates, which is a natural process. Some variants might not change much, but others can be more contagious or cause different symptoms. And in some cases, they can make existing treatments less effective. So how do these new variants stack up? Well, compared to earlier strains like Alpha and Beta, Nimbus and Stratus are more transmissible. However, they seem to be less severe than some of the other variants we've seen, like Delta. But here's the catch: even if the individual risk of severe illness might be lower, the sheer transmissibility of these variants means a larger number of people could still end up in the hospital, especially if we don't take steps to slow their spread. Now, you might be wondering, how widespread are these variants, and what does the CDC say? According to the latest data from the CDC, Nimbus and Stratus are now the dominant strains in several regions, accounting for nearly half of all new infections nationwide. The CDC is closely monitoring the situation and has issued guidance for healthcare providers and the general public. In terms of symptoms, the early data suggests that Nimbus and Stratus cause a range of symptoms from sore throat, fatigue and fever to congestion, and a loss of taste or smell. It's important to note that some infected individuals might not experience any symptoms at all. So it's crucial to take precautions and get tested. As for the severity of these variants, it's still a bit early to draw firm conclusions. But health experts believe that while some might experience mild illness, others, especially those at higher risk, could face more severe complications. So what should you do to protect yourself and others? First and foremost, stay vigilant. If you're feeling unwell, stay home and get tested. If you've been exposed to someone with COVID-19, consider getting tested as well, even if you don't have symptoms. Additionally, keep up with recommended vaccinations and boosters. These measures are crucial not only for your own health, but also for the well-being of your community. As we continue to learn more about these variants, we'll keep you updated. Stay safe and informed. Remember, knowledge is power, and your informed actions can make a significant difference. So stay tuned for updates and continue taking care of yourself and others.